Oh, hello there. Nice to see you again. You know, I'm glad you decided to come back. It gets really lonely in here. And no, the monsters outside do not count as company. Why? Because they're trying to constantly kill me. But anyways, enough rambling. Let's get to the part that you've all been waiting for. What we're talking about today. Ahem. Now I have one small question for all you horror fans out there. What got you into the horror genre? When I say that, I mean, what was the first experience you had with something horror-related that made you want to be a part of the genre? It could be anything. A book that you read, or even a movie, or even a video game. But not just any video game. A video game that scared its entire generation when it first came out. A video game so unique at the time, it left an impact on the horror genre. A video game so simple, yet so popular, that to this day, it's blowing up more and more, to the point of fan games, merch, and even more games. This game, to me, was more than just some horror game. It was my introduction to the horror genre, and I can't wait to talk about it with you all. In this episode of the SpongeBoy Horrorscope, we're going to be talking about the series that brought me into the horror genre. At least the first game in the series. It all started when I was just a kid. I would scroll on YouTube looking for videos. You know, just something to make me laugh. Something for me to enjoy. And then, I saw something. I don't exactly remember what it was that I saw. All I know is, it was a thumbnail to a video. And it had this. A purple, robotic figure staring at me, with its mouth wide open, showing its teeth, with its eyes staring directly into my soul. When I first saw it, it scared the ever-living shit out of me. I remember I would often have night terrors, because I was afraid that that thing was gonna come at me at any time and kill me. But it didn't stop there. I would continue to see more of them. More robotic, monstrous creatures that would constantly give me nightmares. It started to get to the point where young me didn't even feel safe anywhere anymore. I would constantly see them everywhere, as if they were watching me, stalking me, haunting me, as if they were right behind me, and they could strike at any time. And it continued like that for a good while, until I found the franchise that they come from. A horror game called Five Nights at Freddy's. I remember playing the game and remembering how much it just scared me. Seeing those exact robots that taunted me my entire childhood was pure nightmare fuel for young me. Though, the more and more I played the game and saw these characters, the more and more fascinated I became. And what eventually started out as my childhood nightmare quickly became not only one of my favorite horror games of all time, but the very first game to get me into the horror genre. Five Nights at Freddy's. Love it or hate it, you can't deny that it made an impact on horror in general. While I won't go into the entire series because, well, we'll be here all day, I will definitely be talking about the first game in the series because it's the one that started it all, and, in my opinion, still holds up to this day. Hope you're all ready, because now is time to talk about how FNAF 1 scares us. What the hell was that? Oh, you've gotta be fucking kidding me. Daryl, no, we're not doing this today. It's already bad enough I have to deal with you, like, I don't know, every couple days. I'm not dealing with you right now. I'm in the middle of something. Daryl, you know I'm never coming out of here, right? You can't come in here? That's good enough for me? I'm never going out there. Just face it. You're not gonna get me, so just walk away. Oh, that was actually quicker than I thought it would be. I apologize for that. That was just Daryl. And yes, I named him. He's like the only monster that comes around here frequently. Bro really wants me dead. Okay, no more distractions. Let's talk about how FNAF 1 scares us. So, when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's, I think the most obvious thing that adds to its fear factor are the animatronic designs themselves. Bonnie being the best example of this. It takes just one glance at Bonnie to see what makes him so genuinely terrifying. Like his eyes and how they stare directly into your soul. How his mouth is wide open, revealing those teeth. How you can see he's meant to be something, well, innocent. But with all those factors, it makes him so disturbing. And the same thing applies to the rest of the characters, like Freddy Fazbear himself. I don't know about you, but the moment I see this on my camera, yeah, I'm booking it. The pay isn't even worth it anyway. No way am I risking my life for like $100 a week. Anyways, what also makes FNAF 1 scares us is the gameplay itself. Sitting in an office while the threats get closer to you, with the only things that you can use to protect yourself being cameras and doors, is golden. The cameras are also the greatest addition. It helps you track the threats when they're getting too close, as well as keep two animatronics at bay, like Foxy, who will slowly leave his stage and start running towards your door, or Freddy, who will just sit in your hallway looking for the right time to attack. All of this, plus the game's sinister atmosphere, adds tension as you try desperately to survive. It all blends together so perfectly. It's scary, it really keeps you on the edge of your toes, and most importantly, it's how FNAF 1 scares us. I honestly cannot fathom how much I love this game and this series. It's just changed my life, and it's really just inspired me to do so many things, like this horror channel, or just anything horror in general. Five Nights at Freddy's was the one franchise to get me into the horror genre, and will always hold a special place in my heart for that. And so with that was FNAF 1. Memories just fly back. I will always appreciate this game for what it is. It got me into the horror genre, and I am so happy that I get to experience this game once again. But anyways, I thank you all for watching this video. Oh, by the way, please let me know what you want me to cover next, because I am taking suggestions. Well, that's about it. Hope you all enjoyed the video, and like always, I wish you all a great night and sweet dreams. What? Expecting something? Calm down. I'm not gonna jump scare ya. I'm just telling you sweet dreams. If you can even sleep at all. Gotcha.